Happy New Year, you guys. It's 2025. This is going to be the first video of the year. Today, we're going to talk about the layout of the restaurant, how the restaurant works, and behind the scenes of the restaurant to show the efficiency of only four people working at my restaurant. The minimum wage of Seattle has gone up to $20.76, but that doesn't bother me. I'm not going to raise my prices for the restaurant, and I'm going to show you why and how. Oh wait, I'm going to introduce you guys to the people who are the backbone of my restaurant, the one who's working really hard behind the scenes. I'm going to show you who's cooking the food and who's serving the food. Menus up here. If you don't mind, take a look first before I sit you down. Right when the customers walk in through those doors, you want to give a greeting. Hello, how are you? How are you guys doing? After that, you want to let them know how this restaurant works. So at my restaurant, we are a counter service ordering restaurant. They pay first, they order first, and then they pay first. So I'll say something like, hello, welcome in, welcome to Cloud Cafe. I have the menus right here. If you don't mind, order first and then I'll sit you down. But before that, you want to ask, are you looking to dine in or to go? And when they say dine in, then we bring the water over there. But when they say to go, then we'll just be like, hey, do you need a few minutes or are you ready? And if they say they need a few minutes, then you say, just take your time, let me know if you have any questions. So, while they're taking a few minutes to look at the menu and order, you want to grab water and then place the water at a table. We're going to show you in the next example. Austin wants to pour the amount of water cups for the customers. So say there's two. Austin's going to pour 2 cups of water while the customers are looking at the menu. And then he's going to set it at a table. Now, because the restaurant's empty, he wants to sit them at a bigger table so that they can enjoy their time right there. Now, he'll return back to the ordering system, the tablet. After putting the waters on the tables and they're ready to order, you want to ask them, hey, are you guys ready or have any questions, to signal them if they're ready to order. And if they are ready to order, I made my menu pretty simple. My menu on the tablet reflects the menu on the physical menu. So appetizers under appetizers, there's the specials with the specials. Vermicelli bowl is also under the vermicelli bowls. And then same with the pho and the drinks. Also, smaller restaurants are easier to maintain because it's only a 20-seat capacity for dine-in. Half of our sales are dine-in, and half of our sales are to-goes, such as DoorDash, phone calls, Uber Eats. I see a lot of trends nowadays where there's ghost kitchens, and yes, that could work, but a brick-and-mortar store is a little different when it comes to consumers. Consumers actually want to see a brick and mortar stores and see that actual people are actually cooking actual food. With ghost kitchens, you can create maybe like 5 different cuisines under one restaurant or ghost kitchen. So this is why I think we're doing really well in the online ordering as well as dining in. We're doing half our sales in both. So after we finish ordering, we will tell the customer that their seat is over there. And then they'll sit down, and then we will wait for the food at the food window. There's also sauces and condiments ready to go to make, and it's also down here as well. The fish sauces, there's also beer over here, and any drinks over here. So with our food menu, what we did was we created these dishes that would share ingredients and have similarity between all of them, such as the bean sprout shares the vermicelli bowl, pho bowl, and pad thai. The bean sprouts are in those dishes. The pickled vegetables are in the vermicelli bowls as well as the banh mi sandwiches. The cucumber are also in the vermicelli bowls and as well as the banh mi sandwiches. So it makes our menu a lot more efficient, and we can compact our kitchen smaller to make it become faster. Tofu? Tofu enchilada? Torta. All right, y'all, this is the yapping section where I'm gonna talk about restaurant trends 2025. Where do I think it's gonna go? How our industry is gonna change? This is my personal thoughts. If you don't like to hear me yap, skip this segment, but please be sure to like and subscribe and comment if you do like my content. 2025 in Seattle, Washington, we are now the highest minimum wage, $20.76 per hour, with or without tips. This does not bother me. As you can watch the video, I have great people working. They work fast, they work efficient. What I need to do is bring in more sales. That is my problem now. In the past, I've cut my kitchen's hours. The people who depend on me for this job, I cut their hours, and I will never do that again. I just need to do better, find more ways to give us more exposure and find more business avenues. What I mean is that I need to find more catering orders. I need to find more ways to sell our food. I need to find more opportunities. And I do have those lined up right now. I also need to, create more products, bring more people in, dial in on what the community wants. Now, where do I see the restaurant industry going? I see a lot of headlines saying restaurants are closing because of the new minimum wage. And I think this is where, strong businesses will survive. Those businesses that are meant to survive will survive. And those businesses that can't survive because of the minimum wage increase, then realistically, I'm sorry. You just couldn't do it. I've been in this industry for many, many years. I've worked on the floor myself. I don't hire people until, I'm incapable of, there's too much workload. If there's too much workload, then I need to hire someone, and then that will make sense. Because as the more workload you have, the more help you need. So that means the sales are higher, which means you should be fine in hiring someone. But in the past, beginning stages of my life, or of the restaurant life, I worked myself. I have a low salary. I didn't pay myself much, and I just worked it and grinded out. Focus on the business first. First, my priority is my people that work with me. Second is the business itself. Third, I am the last person to worry about. I don't have to pay rent. I live with my parents. I'm 26, maybe it's shameful to say, but I'm happy. I have blessed parents. I'm happy, and if you want to open a restaurant and you don't have this opportunity or, privilege that I do, I think doing it with someone that you trust, like truly, genuinely trust, and then working together with each other, this can work. Restaurant, people tell you restaurant margins are not that high. Restaurant margins are not that high if you buy and resell food. But if you make things from scratch, like I said in the video, we make everything homemade. Restaurant margins are okay. It's not bad. Food costs should be around 20 to 30%. Labor costs should be around 30%. You have overhead costs, you have the rent, you have utilities, things like that. Restaurant margins aren't that bad, which is why many people do open restaurants. Another reason why people open restaurants is because this is a skill you can learn. Anyone can do it. It just needs to be good food, good product, good service, good, interactions, professionalism, enthusiasm. But I think I went off topic. 2025, I think from now on, only the strong restaurants will survive. What that means is it has to be good, delicious, most importantly. In Chinese, there's a saying, lang peng zhang, which means pretty, cheap, and delicious. So if you don't have all those three, if you don't have all three of those quality, your restaurant's not going to do good. Every place we go out to eat, it has to be, at a good price, delicious, and look good. I do think fine dining will slow down a little bit, upscale restaurants, just because with all the layoffs and how the economy is going. There will always be that fine dining and high quality of food restaurants out there. But I think the restaurants that will do really well are kind of like these restaurants where in order to cut labor costs, we order first, pay first. And I don't think people mind that as long as the food is delicious and it's the right price. But this restaurant's a little different from Chipotle. Chipotle, you order first and you pay first and you bring the food back. But in this restaurant, it's different. You order first, pay first, sit down, and my servers, or us, me included as a server, we pour you water, give you water, bring out the food, and we also bus your table. You leave your dirty dishes on your table and we bus it. This gives the restaurant, it's not fast casual, but it's like medium paced casual, if that makes sense. Yeah, I think that's where a lot of restaurants are going towards now. It's a lot of self-ordering, counter service ordering, shying away from, table service, stuff like that. If I open any more restaurants, it's going to be this style, just because of how easy it is to control good quality service and good quality food. Yeah. If you finish this whole yap session, please support me, like, subscribe, and comment on anything else you want to see. I do have a lot of experience with restaurants, but I'm not really good at this content thing. I want to share many things, but I just don't know how to share it and where to share it. So yeah.